Good morning. Joe Duncan with Jolly Spark Cinema here. Getting ready to go on vacation. I don't want to take my camera. I'm traveling light. I got a cell phone. I'm going to take it anyway. I'm going to cover some things that you need to know about how to use your smartphone effectively, at least the camera. Okay, we've all been there. You've been at a school play, you've been at a band performance. All the moms whip out their cell phones. They're filming the event, recording the event. As a filmmaker, you're going to want to up your game. Your cell phone's got some great tools. I've had students talk to me about how, hey, my cell phone has 4K, this camera doesn't. Isn't my phone better than that camera? Yes and no. So we're going to go through some of those things. So you got to at least be able to film better than your grandmother using your cell phone. Okay, I have an iPhone 6. My sister gave it to me. It's a great gift. I use it for talking on the phone or texting, but usually taking a few pictures. I don't usually use it for cinematography. I use a camera with an interchangeable lens, lots of other features that I love. So traveling on vacation and taking the cell phone as my primary recording device brings up some issues. Now, I'm aware of those issues ahead of time. I went in and took some footage anyway to kind of illustrate some of those things. It didn't bother me too bad, but you should be aware of this if you're trying to create good cinematography with the tool you have. The awesome thing about a cell phone is you've probably got one. It's convenient, it's with you. And so when you're out and about and you're trying to capture some good footage, there's some things that can happen with your cell phone. iPhone 6, the specs. Here we go. We've got a 35 millimeter equivalent of a 29 millimeter lens. So it's a wide angle lens, but there's no zoom. I mean, it's a digital zoom, which means you lose detail as you zoom in. It's an f2.2, 1/3 inch sensor, which is very small, 8 megapixels, no image stabilization. Those are and then frame rates. It's got built-in frame rates. I can film 30, I can film 60, I can film 120, but I can't film 24. So those are the issues we've got to deal with. So we'll go through and break down how to solve at least some of these, or at least practical advice on how to get through some of them. You can add additive lenses to your cell phone. I don't have any. They're not that expensive. They do give you some wider angle opportunities. I'm already at 29 millimeters equivalent, 35 millimeter equivalent. So there is some changeability that you can clip on. There's several different varieties. I don't have them, so I'm not demonstrating them. You've got to have an external microphone. The audio is horrible on any cell phone. Practical experience, film competitions, different things with phones, fantastic video, but the audio just doesn't make it. I'm using a wireless Rode Go microphone, compact microphone. It's working fantastic. You're going to have to find some way to get different audio, record another way, because you're going to see some examples here where Puerto Rico and the wind's coming across the boat and it's just, the audio is just too much. You're going to need to use an app. Filmic Pro is probably the best one that's out there. Allows you to manually control your phone's camera. You can manually adjust the exposure, you can manually set the focus area, you can set the frame rate. It just gives you those manual controls that are not already built into your phone, just to give it that more cinematic feel and look. Stability. There's no image stabilization, and every time you touch that phone, move it, film with it, you're going to pick up every jitter. It's going to be horrible. You're going to need a tripod. You're going to need a gimbal of some kind. You're going to need some kind of tool to stabilize what you're trying to do. Okay, you've got an awesome tool. You got that smartphone. Maybe it's the tool you've got. Maybe you don't have a regular camera. It's like, all right, so make it work. You got a couple of options here. Not options. You got a couple of things you need to do to make it work better for you. Stabilization. Use a tripod with a mounting plate. Use a gimbal. Find a way to stabilize. Use some tape. Tape it to a door. Tape it to a wall. Tape it to a stick. Somehow stabilize your footage so that you don't have crazy going on. Audio is going to be horrible. You got to find a way to up your game with audio. An external microphone, you're going to have to find the right plug adapter that goes with your phone, whether that's an Android or an iPhone. You're going to gain so much if you would just use an app like Filmic Pro. You're going to be able to adjust the exposure. You're going to be able to change the focus to what you want to focus on rather than let the camera sort and hunt. You're going to be able to change the focus from one point to another. It's just going to give you so many more options. It's going to make your phone camera work more like a manual exposure camera. Always remember to film horizontally. Vertically may work for Instagram, horizontally for cinema.